and welcome to Rockin the Planet. I'm Shane, and it's that time of the week to meet more great Kiwi talent. My special guests this week are, first, a young lady whose star is rising at a rapid rate. From Hamilton in the Waikato, singer, songwriter, Coral Pitcher. And then we'll be catching up with one-time frontman for the 60s group, the High Revving Tongues, who's also enjoyed an interesting career in the music business ever since, Chris Parfitt. But first, let's see who's been rocking the planet this week. Well, 67-year-old James Taylor has just released his first album in 13 years. It's titled Before This World, and is a collection of 15 brand new songs which basically present the story of his life over the past 50 years. From when he became a heroin addict until his struggle with parenthood and life in general. The new album sold 97,000 copies in the first week, placing him at number one in the Billboard Hot 200. Wow, 50 years to get a number one record. Well, my special guest this evening, my first special guest, will not have to wait 50 years to get her number one record. I am certain of it. She's come all the way from Hamilton to join us this evening, the beautiful Coral Pitcher.
Hi, Shane.
How are you,
Thanks
Coral?
for having me.
Good to have you here, though. You're looking resplendent, and I love the purple.
Thank you. Purple is my favourite colour.
There you go. It's the highest colour.
Yes.
And of course, you've got a guest. Look, you do have someone sitting next to you, and I can't ignore it. It's your beautiful mother.
Yes, this is my mum.
And mother is Emmeline.
Thank you for having me as well.
Lovely having you here.
And my daughter.
And so you chaperone Coral,
Yeah,
basically.
I'm her support crew, roadie,
And
momager,
business partner,
business
Business
partner,
partner.
lyrics, songwriter.
Spend way too much time together, but we get along, so it's good.
You've always got on well.
Yes, always.
And you're both musical.
Yes,
so-
yep. I've grown up singing on the road with Mum
And Emmeline's had her fair share of success.
yes, learnt everything I know.
Singing on Stars in Their Eyes and things
Yes.
like that. And Assure.
Las Vegas. I went to Las Vegas this year as well.
That's lovely. Did you take your daughter?
I was
Did you
too
take
young
Coral?
for that. That
Oh,
would have been boring to her.
Anyway, we'll get back to
Years
Coral.
ago.
Now, you've got this fantastic career ahead of you. I can see it. It's just blossoming, you know, and the word is out. Where did it all start? With your mum encouraging you to sing? Or?
Yes, well, I have been singing since I first came out, apparently.
You hollered. You're a hollerer, okay.
Well, since I was a little girl, always wanted to sing, and I grew up watching Mum sing and always had the opportunities to get up on stage and perform in front of people, and from there it just kind of grew in choir school and competitions. I'm quite competitive, so I always like the competitions.
And you learnt your guitar at
Yes,
school and got into it.
Yep.
And the writing thing just evolved?
It definitely just evolved because me and Mum have quite the songwriting team, and we write everything together.
Oh,
and it's quite interesting because we'll be sitting there and, you know, Mum, this has happened, we'll sit down and I'll talk it out with her, and then it's like, okay, right, time to get some wine. Well, not when I was little, but, you know, in recent years.
After she was 18.
Of course.
And then it's always been quite a magical way that we've written songs, because I'll start, you know, singing something along with the guitar, and she can hear the words that are coming and being inspired through that, and yeah, they kind of just keep blossoming. We keep writing, and they keep coming out from somewhere.
Yeah, but, I mean, and so you have no blocks or anything. You're just writing, and you're consistent. Now you're actually just got a new video you've done for a new record.
Oh
that
yes,
you're
this is
working
very
on.
exciting. Yes.
Yes, but we'll go back to we've already had a single out,
I have, yes.
and it was a fantastic single
Thanks.
that I love very much.
Thank you.
I fell in love with it as soon as I heard it, and it's called Rolling Stone.
The Rolling
right?
Stone. Yes.
Now there's a story behind this song, because you didn't just sit down and write the lyric. There was something sitting around for a while. Or?
It's been a long process for that song. Yes. Well, the first lyrics that were inspired were from one of Mum's. Can I say that? Can I say
Yes,
that?
darling.
One of Mum's ex-boyfriends.
She was going to say one of Mum's boyfriends.
And the chorus was kind of already written, and then from there we started. I just wrote the Rolling Stone, the first verse, and it kind of meshed in with these other lyrics and what the song was starting to be about. And yeah, then we went and I actually won a prize to go up to York Street before it shut down.
York Street Studios.
Yes,
it's
York
the
Street
recording studios.
Yes. And recorded the song up there with amazing team of my friend musos that came in and had input, and we produced the song all together. And
well, it mentions a lot of my favourite stars. You've got AC/DC, you've got The Doors, I think. There's Jimi Hendrix.
yeah, and Joplin.
So it's obviously written by an older person. Some of the lyrics were given to you by that, or you
Yes.
just Have you responded to this through
Oh, well,
your
definitely.
growing up with Mum and listening to the music she was
He
listening?
was one of my younger boyfriends.
No, well, I think always sing things that are relevant. Like I always will sing songs, and those lyrics really did speak to me. And they are artists that I've grown up singing, so and listening to. So it worked in.
Well, they jumped out at me, and I'm going to listen to that song right now.
Oh,
Acoustic
cool.
version. You're going
Yes.
to play it for me, aren't you?
Yes, I will.
Beautiful. Here's Coral Pitcher with her first record, her first single that has done magnificently well, and it's called Rolling Stone.
The Rolling Stone, I cannot find you. Has someone thrown you out? The Rolling Stone, I cannot hear you. Has someone told you how I feel? Can't listen to pop, they can listen to the blues. Sonic Chaplin, why now? Some music they'll sing to know about you. Can't listen to Nirvana, can't listen to Adele. Can't handle AC/DC on the highway to hell. They'll sing to know about you. 'Cause if you hit the road still running, you'll fall right on your head. And if you stop me when I'm coming, well, I may as well be dead. The Rolling Stone, I cannot find has someone told you about. The Rolling Stone, I cannot hear you. Has someone told you how I felt? Can't listen to Barkley, can't listen to the blues. Sonic Chaplin, Winehouse, some music they'll sing to know about you. Can't listen to Hendrix, the doors are hard to sell. Can rock with AC/DC and the ring of the bell. They'll sing to know about you. Can't listen to Nirvana, can't listen to Adele. And how do AC/DC on the highway to hell? They'll sing to know about you. 'Cause if you hit the road still running, you will fall right on your head. And if you stop me when I'm coming, well, I may as well be dead. The Rolling Stone, I can now see you. Has someone removed all your doubt? Has someone removed all your doubt?
Rolling Stone. Isn't it fantastic? Just like I said it was. Beautiful. I love it. Who is your inspiration?
My mum.
Singing wise?
Singing-wise,
Still Mum's been
and-
there. And it's going to be your birthday.
Tomorrow.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mommy.
Oh, Mummy. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Thank you.
First happy birthday.
Doesn't look a day over
Of the
20.
year.
There you go.
Oh, we get
All right,
that
well,
way
look,
too often.
we're going to go and have another song now and celebrate your birthday with this beautiful song.
Oh, thank you.
It's your new single. It's going to
Yes.
be released on October
The 10th.
the 10th, okay? And it's called Shooting You Up.
I'm riding on timid high that is shown in the skies. You seem like a prize. Should I compromise when I can see with my eyes? My SP would advise. Doesn't matter if you're here or gone. Never been addicted to anything before. Now I'm shooting you up, shooting you up, shooting you up, shooting you up. roof to the floor. But one thing's for sure, one thing's for sure, never been addicted to anything before. Now I'm shooting you up, shooting you up, never been afflicted by anything before. Now I'm shooting you up, shooting you up, never been afflicted by anything before. Now I'm shooting you up, never been restricted to anything before. Now I'm shooting you up, I'm shooting you up.
Shooting you up, and that's going to be shooting up the charts. I'm telling you now, I foresee it. I'm telling you, I wish you so much luck with that
Thank you
song.
so much.
And the CD that you're doing and everything else. It's going to be a fantastic career. I am going to be watching with bated breath all the way as you climb the ladder, I'm telling you. And now, of course, I've got to get my next very special guest in, and that is a man who fronted the High Riving Tongues, and he's called Chris Parfitt. Chris, it's good to see you, mate.
G'day,
Good
mate.
to have you here. And you've met Coral already?
I haven't.
Hi,
Beautiful
Chris.
Coral,
G'day.
Coral
How
picture.
are you?
Chris Parfitt. Wonderful to have you here. And both so, I mean, like you say, generational. There's a huge generation gap here. But we won't. We're not ageist here. We're not ageist at all. We're all family. And we're all musicians. Now, Chris, your career. I recall, I mean, you gave me a good run for my money, I should say, in 1969 with Rain and Tears, the High Revving Tongues. That
Yep,
was
and
a
you had
huge
St.
band,
Paul.
and I had St. Paul, and
Yep.
we were, you know, and I got the gold disc, and you got a gold disc for Band of the Year or
We
Group
did,
of the
but
Year.
you got the big one. You got the big.
I did, yeah. I've melted it down since and
We
sold
got
it,
we
yeah.
got the little one. One between five of us.
You still in touch with the guys?
Yeah, oh yeah, keep in touch with them. They're pretty spread out. Bruce is in Perth, Mike's in Melbourne, John's in Brisbane.
Yeah. But they're
And
all
I'm
still
back here.
playing music and still involved?
They're still playing. A couple of the guys, not so much, but Mike's still playing. I'm still playing.
Because you know, we featured your song last week on Rockin The Planet. We had the video of you singing Rain and Tears,
Yeah.
which was your big
Okay,
hit,
good.
which was lovely and got a great response. So people are still out
Yeah.
there want to know what's happened to the High Revving Tongues. Is there a chance of a reunion or anything like that?
Well, we're pretty spread out, so I'll be doing a thing on the November the 27th at the King's Arms.
King's Arms?
It's called Beat of the 60s.
Beat of the 60s.
Yeah, and there'll be the Action,
Yeah,
the Zarks,
okay.
the Challenge.
Yeah.
and
All those lovely bands
myself,
from the 60s, yeah?
yeah.
Okay. Now, we're over the 60s. What happened after that? Did you broke, the High Revving Tongues broke up and you've continued with your musical career, of course. Did you give up music for a while? Or?
No, I didn't. No, they went back to Australia, and I wanted to stay here, so I did.
You stayed?
For
Did you get
about
married or
3
something? Or
No,
settled
no,
down?
I just kept doing gigs, pretty similar to you.
So ladies, he's still single? He's still single?
So, not quite, but yeah, we did a lot of solo gigs, you know, and
Yeah.
you did the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
We
Came
went into
soloists.
these clubs
Yeah.
with our charts, and
Yes,
here you
right,
go,
and so-
lads,
yeah,
and
yeah.
you know,
A quick rehearsal.
20
5
minutes later, it was all over.
Yeah,
and
we're on and
got
gone
our
home.
money and off. So we went for
Yeah.
the easy
The
way.
cabaret.
Out. Yeah, almost. Yeah.
Almost.
But then I got a bit sick of that after a while, so
Yeah.
I went back into bands again.
Yeah.
I went back to Sydney, and
Because you were a bass player but when you started out.
I was, yeah.
And now
I still
you,
am, yeah.
You play double bass.
Play double bass.
And you
Sometimes.
also you play guitar and
Yep.
I guess you play keyboards a bit.
Mm.
Oh, you play a bit of
Dab-
drums. I
dab
know. I was at
around.
a gig recently, and I was up there singing, and I heard 2 drummers, and I looked round. Oh, Chris Parfitt's on the drums. playing
yes.
away there. Yeah, he plays drums. So,
Well, Brett Nielsen let me have a go on this. Yeah.
so there you go. So you're quite a all rounder as far as musicians.
Well, I
go.
like playing instruments. You
Yeah.
know.
And you actually fix that. You do part of that for a living now. You fix instruments.
I do.
that?
Yeah,
You do
yeah.
repair
Guitar,
broken guitars,
guitar repairs.
or
Yeah.
tunings, and
all that
things,
sort of
broken
stuff.
necks and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's quite an art. What
Yeah.
got you into that? How did you?
Well, I worked with a guy called John Hewitt in Dominion Road. He's a violin maker,
Okay.
and he did the violins, and I did the guitars, and
And it started, and it just developed into. Now
Yeah.
you've got a trade, a guitar fixer.
Yeah, well, I was a cabinet maker by trade originally.
Yeah.
I
so
did
you're
my,
a bit of a chippy.
apprenticeship. And,
Yeah.
so
But that's
I
all
had the
part of it.
skills, yeah.
You designed for it, basically. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Okay, well, Chris, we're going to get you to play the first song.
Okay.
You'd love to. I want to hear you playing. It's one of yours. You've got a new CD that you've just recorded.
Yep.
The CD's called
10 Roads.
10 Roads. Is there a
Yeah.
reason for that?
Yeah, it's got 10 songs on it.
Oh, there you go. Simple. See,
11
everything's so
11
simple.
roads can sound quite...
Can we hear one of those roads? Okay.
Okay.
And the song is called
It's called Halfway Around the World.
Halfway Around the World. There you go. That's one road. Okay.
Okay.
Chris Parfitt, Halfway Around the World.
Tell me, sir, now if you mind, you look to me like the roving kind. It's told you sail on every sea of deepest blue and mighty storms, all the way round the world you sail. London town to Tenerife, we're going south toward Good Hope, way down the coast of Africa. We heave to port around the Cape, and halfway round the world we've sailed. Feel that roaring 50s wind, it meets us true and takes us southeast. Shipmates all are wondering until we reach New Zealand, and halfway around the world we've sailed. Halfway around the world we've sailed.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Halfway Around the World. Well, great song, Chris. I love it. You've done really well as a writer. You've been writing non-stop, really, over the last 20, 30 years.
Yeah, I have, pretty much. Yeah.
And,
yeah.
But I don't think people have heard enough of you. And also Rain and Tears, I would get you to play that tonight, but I know, you know, we had the clip on last week, so we won't overdo it. But I do want to hear you play that acoustically, and you should be doing that in your gigs. Do you do it?
Oh yes, I'll be doing it on the 27th of November.
Oh, great. Okay, well, everyone, hang out for that. King's Arms.
Yep.
You'll hear Rain and Tears
And
as well.
Tropic of Capricorn.
And
our
Tropic
first
of
one, yeah.
And that, you wrote that song for High
Yeah,
Revving
that's the
Tongues.
first song I wrote.
Yeah, great song. Wow, and it was your first try.
Yeah, actually, the second one. Yeah.
Pretty good. Okay. Now we've got a classic clip here, not the High Revving Tongues, but this week another local Kiwi act, our classic clip. And have you heard of a guy called Alistair Riddell?
I have.
Coral?
Sadly,
Sadly,
I'm
no.
not too sure.
No, this song came out in 1974. Now,
Is that before my time? then?
yeah, a little bit before your time, I think. Yeah. 1974, and Alistair is still out there working, another great Kiwi musician, still working hard. And he had a group called Space Waltz, and they absolutely blew the place away when they came out with this song, and it was called Out in the Street.
It's a loser's game. Yeah, but you know that now. Who's the lady who whispers lightning from her lips? Some sign of Aphrodite or a grave apocalypse. Don't ask this one for guidance, don't ask for strength or glory. Don't follow her directives till you've heard her tell her story. And when she dances, she spins pirouettes and fire. You can't maintain defenses when the lady plays desire. Gone without chances, all the gazes and the glances. Oh, a boy, he tried to follow her. To what does she aspire? She's dreams of survival as she crucifies the years. She says living's a hoax, that no one has the answers. So she spits at love and guides my tears, marks time as she dances. Out on the street, and she talks to everyone she meets. Out on the street, she's no illusion. She tells me she's right, but she knows she's wrong. But yet she'll vamp around town, trying so hard to be cool and wanton, and she moves with the sound. God, the lady never frowns, though she's pushing me away. That's alright, she's okay. She's out on the street. She talks to everyone she meets. Out on the street, she's no illusion. She tells me she's right, but she knows she's wrong. Out on the street, and she talks to everyone she meets. Out on the street, she's no illusion. She tells me she's right, but she knows that she's wrong. She knows she's wrong. But it's hard to be brave when all the breaks are against you. It's hard to be brave when all the breaks are against you.
There's Alistair, Weird Space Walk. And of course, the song was Out in the Street. Whoa, very glam rock, all that stuff. You're going goth, but I won't say anything about it just yet. Will I, Coral?
No.
But you're not going goth, are you?
Not as far as I know.
Goth what?
I've got some eyeliner in my bag.
Anyway, Chris, it's been fantastic having you here this evening. Do you know Alistair at all? Alistair, who was singing that
yeah,
song?
he used to be a place in Asquith Avenue in Mount Albert where all these musicians used to live.
And they hung out there.
And people were coming and going, and Alistair was one.
He was one of those coming and going, yeah.
So he was one of those guys.
Yeah.
G'day, mate.
He's still out there. I saw him in recently. If
still
you're watching,
around, yeah.
Alistair,
Yeah.
we want to have you on the show. So come in and say hi, because everyone would love to know what you're up to. And he is a great musician and great songwriter as well. I saw him in an Irish pub not too long ago playing Irish songs. I walked over, that's Alistair. And he's speaking with an Irish accent. He said, got to make a living. Oh, sorry, he said, I got to make a living. So there you go, that's Alistair. He's still out there rocking anyway. But and you're going to continue with your musical career?
Hopefully.
Well, I hope to. I mean, how old are you now, may I ask?
Not quite as old as you. I'm about a year younger than you.
Oh, we won't ask you how old you are then. There's a lot of dust around here. But anyway, Chris, it's been fantastic having on the show. But before we go, I want you to play one more song. You've got to play another song. Have you got an idea what you'd like to play?
Yep.
Good on you.
I
What
can
is
do.
it? What would that be?
I'll do a Kansas song called Dust
Okay.
in the Wind.
Dust in the Wind. One of my favourites. One of my favourites. Dust in the Wind. Do you know that song? Dust
What?
in the Wind,
Maybe,
Coral?
maybe.
You'll pick it up.
Yeah,
You'll see how
okay.
you go. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, Chris and Coral, maybe. We'll see what happens here. Hey, let's just throw it in. Let's happen. Chris Parfitt and the Kansas song.
Dust in the Wind.
Thank you.
I close my eyes only for a moment, and the moment's done. All my dreams pass before my eyes, a curiosity. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Same old song, just a drop of water in an empty sea. All we do crumbles to the ground, and we refuse to see. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Don't hang on. Nothing lasts forever but the earth and sky. Slips away, and all your money won't another minute buy. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind.
Well, I wish we had more time, but thanks, music lovers, for joining me here on Rockin The Planet. I'm Shane. I'm saying thanks to my special guests, Coral and Chris, and I hope you'll be here with us next week, same time, same place. Until then, keep on rockin'.